All right, so 10.3 is finally released as of super late last night. So we're going to take our first drive with 10.3, same route as before. We're going to hit the supercharger over in Carmel, and I'm hoping that this time it goes a little bit smoother than last. Now, a quick congratulations to those of you who made it to 99 or better by last night, because it looks like it did indeed roll out to 99 scores, which is really great. This new update does include some new features, so it's allowing you to have a different profile. So you can have chill mode, average, or assertive. So it's going to impact how the car acts in traffic based on which of those three that you select. Now, I'm a big fan of this. However, I don't know how well it works. I'm going to leave it on average just to give it a chance to figure out. But let's take a look at those options really quick. So what you can see is if you select chill mode, it says the profile of the Model Y will have a larger following distance and perform fewer speed lane changes. So it's going to drive a little bit more laid back. And then if we select average, in this profile, Model Y will have medium following distance and may perform rolling stops. And then finally, assertive. In this profile, your Model Y will have a smaller following distance and perform more frequent speed lane changes. It will not exit passing lanes and may perform rolling stops. So we're going to go with average for this drive. All right, so again, 13 miles just like last time. We will get there. I'm sure this thing will start preconditioning. There it goes. Let's get going and see how 10.3 operates. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and put it in drive and wait for the car to be ready. There we go. A little bit rainy today, so that'll be interesting to see if that has any impact at all. Okay, no traffic. It's doing okay. Gotta go at some point. There it goes. All right, so still a little bit hesitant, but again, a little bit rainy. Let's see if moving will get some of the water off of the cameras. Navigate on autopilot is unavailable, it says, for poor weather. All right, so last time it would not go anything over 30 miles an hour on this road, and it looks like that's still kind of the case. Now, here's one thing I'm noticing right off the bat. It is more firm in the right half of the lane, which is good. This is an unmarked road. Definitely gonna slow down here while it tries to figure out, okay. Now, let's see if it stays here in the middle or if it moves back over to the right. It's definitely not wanting to go faster, just like last time. So it's doing 26, speed is set at 50 for this road. It's a 45 mile an hour road. And yeah, we are definitely in the middle of the road, which is really frustrating. So that still needs work, and this particular road, it still has no idea what to do as far as confidence, so it's driving a lot slower. All right, now that it's got some lane markings, taking off as usual. And coming up fast. Man, it really likes coming fast to this corner. And this is such a tight corner. Okay, a little bit of hesitation there, but we didn't go off the road, so that's good. All right, now here's the blind right turn, so you can't really see the traffic coming. See how long it takes to creep up. Still stopping pretty far back, I guess technically right at the sign, but this intersection, wow, very confident. That was very confident in this turn, still using this emergency lane, so I'm gonna have to take over, put it back in the right spot. Okay, first roundabout is coming up. All right, we've got traffic behind us. They're not gonna be happy, so I'm gonna force it to go. All right, foot is off the accelerator now. Still kind of hesitant, but hey, that was much better than last time, so that's good. Just ran over a sign in the middle of the road. Okay, stopping pretty far short, and it is clear. It is coming to a stop. The truck behind me is going to run me over, but okay, go. Okay, so with no traffic, it's better-ish. Okay, not sure what to do. I'm taking over. All right, that guy just flipped me off. Okay, let's get the turn signal off. All right, that was quite a stop. So while I'm filming these, sometimes I forget to hit the report button there where you see the camera where it sends the data to the autopilot team, but I do it very frequently. Every time there's an issue, I do hit that button. It's just when filming, sometimes I forget to hit it. Okay, that was a little assertive. Coming up to our right-hand turn. All right, there's the stop. Now it's going to creep forward. Okay, traffic is clear, so let's see how long it takes it to realize that it can go. There we go. Wasn't terrible. And this acceleration is way more comfortable than just yesterday. Tell you what, when the car would come into turns and then accelerate, it was hard acceleration and it would really kind of push you back a bit. So this is going to be a lot less nauseating than 10.2 was. So really happy about that. I'm glad that there's now these new different driver profiles. So we'll have to do some testing to figure out if it's actually going to accelerate faster or slower, depending on which profile you select. Okay, it's moving lanes. I'm not sure why. We'll let it do its thing. Coming up on a lot of construction up ahead. Okay. It's not sure. Okay, switching lanes apparently. So it did this to us last time. It really wanted to be over here. So we're gonna let it. Looks like it thinks there's some cones in that left lane, and perhaps that's why. Okay, now it wants to switch lanes again, and I'm not sure why. I guess it was just trying to figure out exactly where those cones were. It looks like it basically went around those where it thought the cones were in this lane. Now it's going to switch lanes again, which in this case is good because traffic has stopped to turn left. Now maybe it'll just stay in this lane. Okay, so now we're out of the construction zone. Actually did really well. Still a little bit of work to do there, but way better than 10.2, so that's good. Okay, coming to a stop. It thought it saw an obstacle there. I don't know what that was all about. Again, another phantom obstacle. Okay, that was a big one. I don't know if it's the rain. It very well could just be because of the rain. It's having a harder time determining what objects are. One of the things I'm noticing is if you look at this caution sign here where the median is, it's picking that up as people. So I'm not sure if that's what it is. There's another one coming up. Let's see if that's what it is. These caution signs for the median seem to be what's, yeah, that seems to be what's throwing it off. The problem is it's trying to avoid it, but it's doing it by going into the lane next to me. So I'm glad that it's trying to avoid an obstacle. I'm not glad it's putting us into that lane and it's unnecessary. It should be able to recognize signs like this. That's a pretty standard street sign, so that's all right. We are done with this road. Getting ready to head into some roundabouts. Again, you can see it thinks that this sign is a person. It's been flashing up. Be interesting to see if it's going to be able to figure out if it can go. Nope. It's just going to stay here. All right, green arrow. Pretty decent. Oh boy, don't know what that was. That was a little scary. It's still doing this thing. So this is like one of those lanes to go around people that are turning. That's unfortunate that that's still here. So these roundabouts are yield roundabouts. They are not stop signs, so you're not supposed to stop going into roundabouts around here. So that still is kind of frustrating. They're gonna need to figure out how to teach autopilot to recognize yield signs. It's not just roundabouts. Anywhere there's a yield sign, it comes to a stop. And that's okay, except for traffic around you that's conditioned to not stop at a yield. So that's where things get a little bit dicey because you're running the risk of getting rear-ended because people are used to just rolling through, especially when there's visibly no traffic anywhere to be seen. So it took this roundabout really well last time. It's stopping way back here for some reason. But yeah, this is still good. See, no stop. And it's pretty confident in taking that turn. All right, so 10.2 had quite an interesting experience on this roundabout, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's a hard stop. Okay, not very confident coming out, but no traffic, so let's see. Okay, having a hard time, so I'm gonna give it some. Okay, let's see if it can make it through. No, don't stop. Okay, all right, it's going over into this lane again. You can see it's trying to do 55 miles an hour. It did this on 10.2. So let's see, since there's no traffic this time, I'll just let it figure this out. Slow down a little bit. Okay, do not get over in that lane. Yeah, it's gonna try to get over in this lane. That is a turn lane, so I'm gonna override that. Okay, first small roundabout up here. Man, it really likes stopping very short on these. And around here, you will get rear-ended doing that. It's not about me being aggressive or not. Okay, it has no idea, it's waiting. Just go. All right, I'm taking over. All right, forcing it to go. And it's gonna hit the curb, take over there. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna slow it down just because of this walking trail. Always makes me nervous. All right, and we'll go back up. So as you can see, all that water spray, that's one thing that does make me nervous about the system so far. 10.2 and 10.3 are both doing it. They're not recognizing big puddles of water, and the risk of hydroplaning is what gets me a little bit nervous because it doesn't slow down or anything, even when it's in the middle of driving through that water. So 10.2 had a hard time on this turn right here, so let's see how 10.3 takes it. A little bit better, not the best, but much better than 10.2 at least. All right, now this is where things got really crazy on 10.2. So we are in the turn lane, which is a problem. We need to be in this lane to the left. So let's see if it'll figure it out. This time it did. All right, so that's good. That's an improvement. A couple more roundabouts to go. It's not sure which lane it wants to be in. All right, I'm just gonna give it some acceleration. There's a bit of traffic behind me and they're getting, oh, there's the curb. Holy cow. Okay, had to take over. That almost hit the curb. Okay. So close. Less than a mile to go. Come on. Let's finish strong. Okay, no traffic. Don't stop. Just go. I'm gonna take over, make it go. There's the curb. Almost hit the curb again. So let's mark that. Man, it is really getting close to curbs today. Very uncomfortable with that. All right, switching lanes as it should. Nope. Okay, what is it doing? It is in the middle of the lane. Come on. It's falling apart here at the end. There you go. Yep, get over. Nope, it just doesn't know how to get over. It's gonna hit another curb. My goodness. Okay. All right, come on. Give it some encouragement to get out there. This is the last roundabout. We're almost there. Come on. There you go. Looks like it's being a lot more cautious coming into the final turn this time, which is a good thing. And let's see how confident it can do this. Nah, it's just not gonna be able to do it. Okay. All right, well, we made it to the supercharger, which is awesome. And today it looks a little bit full, which is unfortunate. All right, so there you have it, 10.3, certainly some improvements, but no doubt, as expected, still a long way to go with full self-driving beta. I will say this time the car, for whatever reason, there's two things that stand out. It is getting really close to curbs and headed straight for them in some cases. And also, I think whatever the deal is, it's not having a easy time recognizing some of the street signs on the median, kind of those caution signs. So it's seeing that as people and it's trying to avoid it. So you're kind of moving over into the lane next to you to avoid potentially a person when indeed it's just a fixed sign that's not moving. So not sure what that's all about. Hopefully they can load that sign into the software so that it recognizes that's not a person. The other thing too as well, of course, it would be really nice if they could get yield signs to be understood by the car instead of it thinking it's a stop sign. I think that will be a nice improvement to have as well. But yeah, progress is certainly being made, and to be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised. Some of the situations in my drive seem to be better, and I was not anticipating much of my local situations to be updated in the new 10.3 system. So that's encouraging to see. I'm looking forward to having continued updates, of course, and see this thing progress into what will ultimately be true full self-driving. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, give it the thumbs up. If you haven't already, of course, subscribe to the channel as we continue to post content regularly. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bearded Tesla. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time.